Hey, it's Aaron from the Welty Environmental Center, and today I thought we would do a little bit of cloud science, a little bit of identification, and then we'll head inside and we'll do a quick science craft and make a cloud inside of a jar. So this white fluffy stuff up there, those are clouds. And if you take a look at the ones right over my shoulders, they're large, they're fluffy, they kind of have this gray area to them. Those are stratocumulus clouds. They might turn into cumulonimbus clouds, which are rain clouds. And if we look over here up above my house a little bit, you'll see that they get a little bit fluffier. Those are just cumulus clouds. This is a super fun activity that you can just do outside, and you don't have to really go anywhere. Outside on your front porch, outside in your backyard, in the street, just look up. There are clouds there, and you can identify them. I'll put a link in the description of this video to a really simple guide created by Tina Cartwright, who works on the Globe curriculum. So let's go ahead and head on inside, and we'll make a cloud in a jar. All right, let's go. Welcome inside. We are going to make a cloud in this jar. Now there are a few things that you're going to need for this very quick science experiment. You're going to need a clear jar, like this mason jar. You're going to need some matches. You are going to need a bag with some ice in it. And you're going to need some boiling water, like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the boiling water to our jar. What that's going to do is it's going to heat up our jar, creating a warm front. And our warm front also has some evaporating water. Evaporation is when water turns into gas, and that gas then goes up into the atmosphere. Now there are other ways that water turns into a gas and gets to the atmosphere. One's perspiration, that's when I get really sweaty. Another is transpiration, and that's when trees lose water from their leaves. Okay, so now that our jar is getting really warm, it's good to leave the water in the jar for about a minute. We need something to hold the jar so that we can pour out 2/3 of its contents. So here I'm going to take hold of our jar. Be very careful not to burn yourself. It is hot, very, very hot. And pour 2/3 of the water out, leaving 1/3 in our jar. There's a little bit too much in there yet, so I'm going to pour out a little bit more. All right, good. Next, the gas needs something to hold on to. And so we are going to put some particulates into our jar with our match so that the water particles have something to cling on to. So here's my match, and I am going to let it burn and put it down and angle it down into the cup, into the glass, and let it burn, producing a little bit of that sulfur, and then I'm going to drop it in there. And as soon as you drop it in there, you want to put your ice on top of the jar, creating a cold front. And so what's happening here is that, maybe we can get a closer look of it, is that in here you'll be able to see a cloud form. It takes a warm front and a cold front to create a cloud, like the cumulonimbus and the cumulus clouds that we saw outside. And here I can see our cloud is definitely forming. And there it is. It's really hard to see on the camera, but we do have a cloud forming in there. All right. So that is a very quick, fun little science craft that you can do at home to show how clouds are formed. I hope that you get outside and do a little bit of cloud identification. Look for that link for the cloud identification guide, and then try to make a cloud inside using ice, a jar, boiling water, and a match. This is super fun, and I hope to see you soon.